Welcome to the Geeks Attic. This is a book review of Star Wars Queen's Hope. Star Wars Queen's Hope was written by best-selling author E.K. Johnston. Now, this YA novel was published by Disney-Lucasfilm Press. Thank you, Disney-Lucasfilm Press, for sending out this copy for me to review. Now, Queen's Hope is the final Padme book in the YA trilogy. Let's get into a brief summary before we get into my overall thoughts. Padme and Anakin are in love, and they don't care what it takes. They are going to spend the rest of their lives together. That's the hope anyway. They don't care if they have to live a life of secrecy because it is forbidden in the Jedi Order for Jedi to be attached to anybody. Can't fall in love, can't get married. But that's not going to stop them from fulfilling their personal desires, and why not? You only live once. In the film Attack of the Clones, we saw the Battle of Geonosis. After that battle, Anakin and Padme return to Naboo to spend some nice quality time together and rest up before they have to return to Coruscant, which is going to be the true test of their relationship. I always like to highlight a character and talk about them for a second, but this is the last Padme book. I'm just going to get all the Padme stuff out in my overall thoughts, so let's get on to those. My review for Queen's Shadow and my review for Queen's Peril were pretty negative. And I don't like being negative. I don't like pointing out all the bad things about books, but sometimes that's all there is. Alright, if you haven't hit the subscribe or the thumbs up button yet, please do so, and also tell me in the comments, what is your favorite Padme moment, if you've got one? There is one thing that really feels off with this story, and that would be the time frame of events and the relationship and how that really works out. In the film Attack of the Clones, we got to see Anakin meet back up with Padme. They go on their little adventures, they save each other a couple of times, and then we end the film Attack of the Clones with a wedding after the Battle of Geonosis. In this book, we start off between that little break after Geonosis and before that wedding. There's like a small gap of time where there's this story. And then after the wedding, we get more story. It was like another month, maybe 2, I think. It really doesn't matter how much time goes on because the couple's not together really in this story that much. Anakin has to go off and fight in the Clone Wars, and Padme has to go off and do her own little adventure. But so much is mentioned about like how well they know each other and they can pick up facial expressions and attitudes when like they didn't have any time together. It's weird. But the relationship of Anakin and Padme is actually secondary in this tale. The primary focus is between Padme and her relationship with her former handmaidens. They all have to kind of reunite and work together again, and we find out what they're all doing. I've always felt that Padme's character is mistreated. I don't believe any author has actually been able to truly tap into the character and give her an appropriate story that feels realistic and isn't full of cringy fluff. No one knows how to write the character of Padme. She's a senator, not a secret agent. Or is she? I don't know anymore. I don't like it. She is treated like a little errand girl in this story, doing work that she shouldn't be doing. It's just weird. Like, just go make laws, you're a senator. Is Star Wars Queen's Hope the epic, satisfying conclusion of the Padme trilogy? No, it's not satisfying at all. It's not epic at all. It's boring, it's dull, it's got lame characters. But you can't really blame the author too much on the characters. George Lucas created Padme, Sabe, Sashay, all that. They all sound the same, boring. The author tried to give them life, but didn't really work out. There is the woke narrative being pushed in this book, several occasions with that happening. It's just cringy, it's gross, don't like it. Who does, really? Who does? There is no epic satisfying anything. We know the outcome of the characters, so you really can't do anything interesting, right? The author tries. She tries to do something with the old handmaidens and tries to make some dramatic statements with all that. I just found myself wasting my time again on another Star Wars book that just was not satisfying. I feel like the YA books have been suffering a lot lately, and I really hope that one day in the near future we can actually get a really good Padme story that does the character justice. And I know I'm not alone with those thoughts. There are other people out there that want a good Padme story. So for the rating of Star Wars Queen's Hope by E.K. Johnston, I'm going to give this book a D+. I'm not going to give it an F. And just because I don't like the book doesn't mean that you won't. So I'm going to provide a link down in the description box for you to pick up the book if you want to. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you'll be notified when I post more videos. Check me out at thegeeksaddict.com and across all social media at The Geeks Attic. Have a good one.